Mastering proper.
Compound Audio, we specialise in digital and analogue mixing and mastering. Catering for major record labels, independent labels and self-financed artists.
Right now it's Azza from TNA. I'm here to let you know that I use Compound Audio for mastering.
This is Devilman and I use DAPS at Compound Audio, yeah?
Hi, my name's DJ Rap and I have been working with DAPS from Compound Audio to master my records for the last 10 years.
Yo, this is DJ Fantasy, SAS in the house. And you know what? We use Compound Audio for all our mastering.
It's TJ, label A&R at D&B All Stars, and whenever it comes to getting tunes finalised and mastered, I go to DAPS at Compound Audio.
Yo, this is X-Man, and standardly I work with DAPS down at Compound Audio.
For more information, go to www.compoundaudio.net.
What we're saying, party people, back once again. I hope you all had a nice new year. Moisin, what we're saying, bro. So, Merry New Year, that's right, mate. Some New Year business.
Bruh.
Right, Mason, yes, bro. What we're saying, man, welcome in, mate. Right, so, as we kick it straight off, Scotty Ups, Decipher, Moisin, DJ Ride, Induction, Soul Rebel Sounds, London, we're all here, Lenny, we're all here, watching watchers, yes, big in the game, big in the game. Right, so, as you know, we're back with a new season, a new flow, a new touch. So, we've got 10 tunes, we have rolled over. Intense Complex, welcome in. DJ02, welcome in. We have rolled over, so there has been one or two tunes that's moved over to next show, which will be a week on Tuesday. Purely because it's just a lot doing it every week, do you know what I mean? So,
What the hell? Oh my God,
right.
no way, yeah.
So, rather than just hanging around, let's just get into it. But this time, people, I'll remember to turn off the mic so we don't get no bleed. Right, so track one is by, I believe, it's called No Sleep by Confide. Hopefully he's in the chat, maybe he's lurking, I don't know. Check this out, people. Right, so this track, No Sleep by Confide. I think it's really cool. I quite like it. I just felt like the kick just needed a little bit more definition. The kick wasn't quite cutting through very well. Right, so I've just loaded up Punctuate. I'm just thinking if we just have a quick little dive into this and I'll show you what I mean by the kick. So again, like I was saying the other week, play the track in Delta mode so you can hear what it's doing. We definitely don't want the super highs to come through. We don't want the super lows to come through. But adjust it just so we can start hearing the percussion. There we go. So it's just pulling out that kick now. Yes, Ballisticus, what we're saying, bro? I hope you're good, man. Welcome in. So I'm going to dry it off by about 50% and then we'll flick back and forth with it on off. So with it on, off. Just listen to the kick. See how it just sort of pulls the kick forwards a little bit. Then off. I mean, you might be able to do it with a bit of EQ, but for me, the tune's lovely. It's hitting a nice, healthy number of around -6 lufs short term. I wouldn't go much more than that, probably like -5 if it can take it. It probably wouldn't sound great at -5 because of the whole percussion thing. They just need to be sharpened up. But other than that, the tune's pretty cool. It's pretty solid. I haven't really got much more to say about that one. So, we're going to move on to the next one, so big ups for that one. The next one we have, so DJ Ride, it's you, my DJ. I know you're in the chat, I just seen you. It's called Janos, some Ja business. Amogus. Big in the game. A very short tune there. Was that tune in mono? No, it's not in mono. You can see, I mean, let's just have a quick look a minute to see what's going on here, people. So this should be sides only. Mono. in stereo. Oh, you haven't finished it yet, mate. It's coming on, mate. I'll tell you that much. It's definitely coming on. It's a nice tune. So for me, just some of the vocals, the vocal samples are just a bit too loud. I love this bass. It's like proper rich. You can see it here on the spectroscope. That is just like lit up, you know what I mean, like the Christmas tree. So yeah, just that little wood block stick, like what you're using is the percussion part. I'd just bring that up a bit, just so it's a bit more popping, you know what I mean? So that snare itself is just popping. So yeah, that jar mix, that bit there, that all just needs to come down. See, I like all this, what you're doing, how you're going in and out of the tune. To be fair, like, if you're just at the early stages of working on this tune, I don't think you're that far off, to be fair. Like, the tonal aspect of the tune is nice. The weight, the mids, the highs. There's nothing that sticks out to me that goes, oh, that's a bit sharp or that's a bit this. It's just more of a case of turn that vocal down a little bit, bring the snare, like the wood block or the stick, whatever you want to call it, like, bring that up a little bit, because it just needs to feel like it's a bit more at the front, rather than it being a bongo or some part of the percussion that's hidden in the back. I don't know, quite tribal. You're going somewhere else with it. Sounds nice, mate. So awesome work there, bro. Right. As we move to the next one, which is Intense Complex. Trust me, I had to listen to this earlier. You get ready for a workout, because this is about 1,000,000 miles an hour. Check it out, people. Intense Complex. That is some intense business, mate. Seriously, bro, I feel worn out. Just listening to it, I feel worn out. It is some proper breakcore, gabba, techno, jungle, fucking Intense Complex. Let me know. Enlighten us, man. That is some crack cocaine off your tits business. Love it, mate. Absolutely love it. I'll be fair with you, right? This is probably the most constructed tune that you've sent, or that you've sent in to be played so far, to the point where it's like intro, drop, and then it goes from one part to another. It don't feel like we're amalgamating from 2 or 3 different tunes. Do you know what I mean? It's on track to be a certain tune, but the thing that I was picking up mostly on was this 5k. Like 5k in that Amen was just like ear rinsing, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like if you were playing that on a big system, expect to be making people's ears bleed, which is probably what you want to do, but but for the wrong reasons. Do you know what I mean? So go back to the tune, right, and EQ the Amen where about 5k. I mean, look, I've done a minus 5 dB dip. I'll just play it so you can hear what it is I'm reducing. Just that whole it's madness. And then I've added quite a lot of low end on a tight shelf as well at 65 hertz, just to help lift that weight up a little more. So what I would do personally is go back, reduce that area in the Amen, as I say, turn the overall track down like a dB or 2, and just turn the sub up, like the weight of the tune up, because that's all it's missing. It's missing a bit of weight. But bro, as always, you know, thank you for sending that, man. It's I feel worn out, like literally, mate. You absolutely just smashed it. Right, as we move on, I was hoping for Cosmos to come in, because I said I'd play his tune. So the next one is by Cosmos. This is Cosmos, track titled Blood Clat. Mr. Cosmos, wicked tune, nice. But PC's just said this, the thing I was about to say. The samples being used are just been done to death now. As much as it sounds exciting and it keeps it rolling and it keeps the energy going and stuff, I just feel like the samples are just too loud. Like the vocal samples are too loud. They need to come back. They just need to come back in volume, really. And if you are going to use them, like the Champion Sound vinyl scrape, or just the Warriors in the Dance, just all of these bits, you have to do something with them. You've literally got to put an effect on them. I don't know, just do something with them. I know it's cool, they're there for everybody, everyone can just grab and use them now because they're in loads of different sample packs or whatever, but try and be original. That's the only thing. Try and be original by using new sounds. Like take bits from like some films, like anything, like Jamaican films or anything like that. Just get bits, clip bits. There's some really good samples out there which are hidden, and it would just be nice if we just left these sounds in the original tunes that they were in, and then you just come with something fresh. Do you know what I mean? In terms of the tune, it's cool if you are going to use samples, if you are going to use, and that goes for drums, vocals, whatever, pre-made basses, whatever. Just twist them up a little bit so it becomes your own. So when I was playing the track, I noticed that there was some really high frequency raising up after 20k. So that's why I've put this low pass in here, just to sort of remove that. And I just felt like a lot of the high mids and the highs were not like super bright, but they just needed taming. That's all it is. So like again on the breaks, just use Soothe or use Gulfos, or Ozone's just come with theirs, which is called Stabilizer. Even Voxingo does a auto EQ thing now called Taupe, and these are all great. These are all brilliant. But again, I lifted out the bottom end 3 dBs at around 80 hertz. So it's more of a tilt. So it's more like adjusting the tonal balance of the whole tune. Jungle's all about that warmth. It's all about the kick. It's all about the sub. So it's just a level thing. That's all it is. So the other thing, I've made a mark on the across the tune, which you can't see, but there's a part of the tune where you started to introduce like a kick snare into the tune, and it wasn't there throughout. So let me just play it again and see if we can find it. Yeah, so it's here. So throughout the whole tune, there's no kick snare, there's no nothing. Look. And then all of a sudden, you've introduced a kick snare here after, let's put a timer on that. So after 2 minutes 20, there's a kick snare that overlays. Check it. What I was saying about the kick snare is that I don't think it's necessary to have a kick snare over this part of the tune, or having a kick snare over the whole tune at all. If it's jungle, you don't need a kick snare. Like, you can use them as like undertones to enhance the kick or enhance the snare, but it is more about the breaks. And if you can work with good quality breaks, if you get a good copy or a good rip of them breaks, you don't really need to use the undertones. They never did back in the day, really. So what I was saying when the mic was off was that jungle, like what I do love about jungle now, or in the last 5 years, or maybe even 10 years, is that there's certain people that's keeping it original, and the more and more stuff I'm hearing in the last couple of years, it's just like fire again. Like literally the jungle is still jungle how it was in 95, 94. And what I was saying is, when I was doing jungle back in 2013, 2014, I tried to keep it as authentic and original as possible, but there was a lot of people that was doing the big kick snares over the breaks. Like when Blade Runner came in, and then Benny Page was doing the whole breaks with the kick snare, and it just went a different direction, I feel. And I'm glad now that people are not doing it. Anyway, long of the short, Cosmos, the tune's wicked, mate. It's just tonal aspects and volume. Like solo, the aiming you're using, and then if you've got another aiming break coming in or another break coming in, loop it just before it leaves that break to the next break. Have a look at it on the analyzer. Are they tonally the same? Are they close? If they're miles away, you need to try and get them matched, so that when it does go from one break to another, it doesn't sound like disjointed or crazy. So again, looking at the analyzer, look at the lows, the mids and the highs. Go from one break to another. If the highs just ping out like literally 10 dBs and the low mids are lower, then you know you've got to adjust the contrast to get them together tighter. So as we move on.
Amogus.
Okay, so we have up next the One Light Decipher. And I know Decipher's going on with this Farmyard EP business. So I'm really looking forward to hearing this one and also showing it to you lot. So next up is the One Light Decipher. Oh my days. What's the goose? What the goose, mate? It's like the, what's the fox say?
You're progressing well. Your sword fighting is fine.
As good as your kung fu, you are ready to fight the Shaolin.
So, Decipher, bro, this compared to your track that you, we worked on together, in fact. I think we did play it in one of the streams. We did, in fact. And it was the stream where it just kept, the stream just kept going offline and it was a nightmare. But I feel like the production from that tune to this tune is night and day. Like, literally night and day. I don't know if it's because you've bought Moisin's monitors or what. We'll talk about tonal first, right? So the tonal aspect of the tune, just a little bright, which is weird because in the last tune it was like dull. Do you remember? Like the top end was just dull. So in this one it's the opposite. It's just a little bit too much tops, and all I did was just 12k, bit of 6k, and I've just brought it down by literally 1.5 dB. Yeah, you pushed it a little higher. I mean, mate, if you've pushed it a little higher, what I would say then is just reduce however much you've boosted it by. Let's say you've done it by 3 dBs, just reduce it by 1.5 dB. Just take the edge off it. If you've got the kick and the snare on their own, turn the kick snare up like a dB or two, because they need to be at the front. They need to anchor the tune. They need to be there like as the backbone. And then I think different levels in the low end. Like literally what came to my mind was that there was different bass levels like throughout the tune. So there's one bass and another bass, another bass, another bass, and then as they kept coming in and out, the levels of them was a bit inconsistent, like as in the weight. The actual tone was fine, but the weight of them was inconsistent. So what I did was I got a multi-band compressor and I've put it to like a 4:1 ratio, very fast attack, so it grabs the sound like near enough straight away. And then the release, it's like a long release. But if you want to work to the BPM of the tune, then there is websites and stuff where you can type in the BPM of your tune and it will tell you what it would be in milliseconds, you know, that for the attack and release and stuff. A long release so that it's transparent, it holds the sound, you know, we're holding the bass down. We don't want it to be flapping up and down because it's not going to do us any justice. It will just distort, if anything. I noticed at some points the band, which was 60 hertz and below, was dropping as far as -7 dBs at some points. And then I had another band from 60 hertz to 120, and again that was catching the upper parts as well. So you wouldn't need to use a multi-band sort of compressor. I would use level, as in like go to all the basses, and as I was saying about the breaks, like go from one bass to the next bass on a loop, look at the levels using a LUFS meter, and then look at it on the analyzer as well, so that we can get an idea of where's one bass hitting -20 dB, and then the next bass, where's that one coming in? Is that hitting like -30 dBs? And if so, somehow meet in the middle. Is one got more bass? Is one got more high mids? You know, the basses were quite similar, but just needed to tighten them up a little bit. So for me, use level, like get an analyzer, get the LUFS meter and get them as close as you can by using level, gain, whatever you want to call it, and then group all the basses together, use a hard compressor limiter just to then line them off, you know, just to hold them all together. Other than that, mate, wicked as always, man. It's really interesting what you're doing with this sort of like farmyard thing. So, as we move to the man like London with Dream the Life, mate. So, I've already heard this. I think it's wicked. And by the way, London, bro. The Hidden Messages VIP, the new one that you've sent me. Jeez. Mate, I'll talk to you about that later. Check this out, people. Man like London, let's do this.
All matter is merely energy condensed to a slow vibration. That we are all one consciousness experiencing itself subjectively. There is no such thing as death. Life is only a dream, and we are the imagination of ourselves.
progressing well. Your sword fighting is fine. As good as your kung fu. You are ready to fight the Shaolin.
So London, bro, intense. I was reading a lot of the comments and what Aulus was saying, and I think the sub is proper thick, mate. Like thick. In places, the kick just does not come through. It's there, but it's not coming through. Now, it can either be like what Aulus was saying in terms of phase issues, or it could be placement in the tune. Right, let me just go back to. There's parts of the tune where you've got the kick on its own and you can hear it. This is why I've soloed it, look. So your kick's sort of like sitting around there, but when the sub comes in, it just phases it out, or it just masks the kick. So let's have a look on the spectrogram to see sort of what's going on. I mean, it looks like the kick is there, you know what I mean? Like what's happening in the drop of the tune. So I mean, with this boost, and it's only a 2 dB boost, just to sort of help bring it forwards, but that's all it is doing, is bringing it forwards. And it's a tricky one really, because looking at the scope, you can actually see that there is some sort of movement in the kick, like, you know, the bass comes out where the kick's there, but it's not all the way through. So the thing is, like, I know Aulus is saying use shaper box compression, use ducker, track spacer, and as you know, when we do our one-to-ones, we do tend to use bits of track spacer and duck and whatever, fuse, whatever. I think at the end of the day, this is going to be more a case of EQ on the kick and exciting the more mids or the highs of the kick, because it's not like a thing in jungle where you would start sidechaining and ducking and stuff like that. I just think it's a case where we need to carve out space, you know, in the mix so the kick hits, or just replace the kick. I don't know, like the thing is, it's about getting the definition of the kick, and if you don't want to go down the sidechain route, then you could duplicate just the kick and just trash the arse off it, so it's like not distorted but like really rich, and use that as an overtone so it just smacks over the top. But it's just a contrast thing, you know. The sub's really weighty, there's a bit of top end like needs taming around 4k 5k, something like that. But yeah, like Aulus is saying, man, it is an easy fix. It is just something that you can do within the mixdown that would help it. So, I mean, again, we can have a chat about that.
You're progressing well. Your sword fighting is fine. As good as your kung fu. You are ready to fight the Shaolin.
Right, so we've got a new head today from Mason. He's been sending me some absolutely filth over the build up to Christmas and over New Year and stuff like that. And I said to him, look, you know, if you want, submit a tune for this Tuesday, and he has done. I've had a listen to it already. To be fair, for a track from Mason, this is quite chilled. Ain't gonna lie to you. So hopefully he's still there with us, bro, and we'll play your tune next, mate. So Mason, track called Drifting.
What's up, y'all? This is Fat Man Scooping out bass Duncan with Daps. Dap it
Would do hell. Oh my God, no way.
Yo, I was really enjoying that tune, to be fair. It's like really smooth operator. This like is like some revamped Aphrodite thing, you know what I mean? So what are you lot saying about this? I'm trying to go through a lot of these comments. Some interesting thoughts here, people. I was thinking about the imaging, and then I noticed like Moisin said the same thing. He was like, "Oh, it sounds really wide, like on that springy sort of there's like a springy delay." Then check the actual tune in mono. Look, it's still there. It's still there. Go back to stereo. So that is stereo, right? That's just sides, right? And if I was to be really picky, I would just say, however you're making that drum loop wide, you know, the whole imaging thing, you just don't need the kick to be in there. The kick just doesn't need to be in there as a stereo, you know, image. Just get the rest of the other parts of the percussion in there. It sounds nice. Maybe a little bit too much. I don't know. It's not indicating on the analyzer that it's overtaking, like the sides is not overtaking mono. So that's interesting, you know, that you've got it within. But then, as you can see, I've whacked a 2 dB at 30 hertz just to get a bit of warmth in there. And I think it's something that we spoke about in the last couple of tunes that I've worked on for you, where the kick drum, it's quite up front. Like the kick drum's very like nubby. It's got a nice nubby kick, which is not a bad thing, you know what I mean? Look. See, the kicks, that nub, it is around 208 hertz. So I would say, if anything, go back to the kick drum and just reduce a bit of this 200 in the kick. Look. Because as you notice then, when the bass comes up to that higher note, that's where that nub is. And I just don't think you need it in the kick, to be honest. Look. You would get a perception of warmth. Maybe that's why I feel like I need to push the lows, because this nub is dominating. So now that I've just reduced this, it's given me that perception that the track feels warmer. Yeah, where's that horn bit? I thought it was just before the drop. Was it that bit there, Moisin? In the drop? Yeah, well, is it that like woo woo woo, that bit? Is that the bit you're on about? Well, either way, all these bits that we're now picking on are literally nitpicking. I think you've done a good job, bro. At the end of the day, I would just say do that little touch on the kick, bring the sub up a little bit. Yeah, like Moisin says, very minor things, mate. Very smooth tune. I mean, normally you send me a self master. It would have been nice if you sent me the self master for the show. But yeah, mate, wicked tune. You know, stick around and see what else we've got in store. And up next is the guy that's been very quiet tonight for some reason. I don't know why. Man like SRS. He's the dark horse, mate. Sometimes he comes in here and just shits all over everybody and then fucks off.
Amogus.
Now, mate, all you have to do is just turn it up loud and proud, mate. Get it loud and proud. Right. Man like SRS.
Bruh.
Let's go. Why is that sound distorting? When it opens up, there, look. On the right side, it distorts, look. See how that crusty sack there? Look.
What's up, y'all? This is Fat Man Scooping Up Bass Duncan with Daps. Dap it up.
My days, oh my days. Trust me, this is why he's gone quiet. I told you, didn't I? He goes quiet and then he just comes and slaps you in the face with one of these. So, you were getting a lot of love, but you was also getting a lot of feedback as well at the same time. So, I think everything is there in terms of that's the tune. I love the breaks. I love how you're chopping it up. Some samurai business, some origami break business. I love that, bro. Like in all your tunes, how you're chopping it up. Love it. And I think one or two of you said this. It's the contrast between stereo and mono. The B line and the main Amon is mono, and then you've got all the pads and stuff, which is stereo, which is great. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. But it's like when certain elements come out of the tune, it feels like it comes away from you. Like the tune goes, oh, okay, what's just happened? It's one of those where. So if we go back to the beginning here, look, check this. So you see this loop here, that loop there. And when it comes with the Amon here, it's like it's leading. It's overtaking the Amon's place. It should be the other way around, where the Amon's the dominant break. You know what I mean? With the top end, the mids, the low mids, whatever. This fill loop here, I just think you should come back in level, reduce the tops a little bit like this. Like dull it off a bit so that when it does come away from the tune and it drops, see, now it's gone. It's like, oh, where's that high end? Where's that, you know, the brightness of the tune? It's gone now because that loop was just too much. It was just overtaken. So when it's dropped now, so really, it wants to be along these lines so that when it drops, it drops. It comes at you like the bird shit out of nowhere, mate. Love all this. And then you're saying, oh, okay, so you're doing it purposely to change the vibe. Okay, that's cool. You know what I mean? Each to their own sort of thing. But as a non-biased or fresh perspective on the tune, hearing it for the first time, so to speak, I just felt like, oh, hang on, what happened? You know, if you was mixing the tune in at that point, it'll be even more because you've got another tune going. And when you flick it over, it just feels like, shit, where's the gain? I need to turn the tune up. That's only my take on it. So that distortion on this pad here, that crusty sack, the only way of removing that is using RX, like just restore it. You can use decrackle, you can use declick. It will remove that. If you struggle with it, bro, just send me the stem. I'll be more than happy just to run it through and bounce it back to you, and you can just drop it straight back in again. I love the work. There's nothing really more I could say. You can see that I've put a 3.5 dB boost at 60 hertz. Again, just to give us that weight. So maybe look at upping the sub just a little bit, not the tonal aspect of it. So because you've got some rich tones in there on that sub. Yeah, those like the mids, and I would just up the sub like 40 hertz, 30 hertz, just bring that up a little bit, just so it's a bit more full. That's it, Moisin. It's all about the crusty sack, you know what I mean? So, moving on, as we move on, we now have the one like the Moisin and Fentex. I don't think Fentex is here, but I did say to him to join in on the show. So, Moisin, honestly, bro, I've already heard this. I can't wait for you lot to hear it as well. It's juicy. It's juicy like the Lucy. Let's do this. Bro. The sample's sick. The tune is sick. The mix is sick. Bro, the tune is sick. It's wicked, mate. You've done really, really well on this, man. I'm not too sure. Was this the one that you brought round that time when you were sort of like working on it and was talking about the snare needing more like psst? Yeah, wicked, mate. Well, going from what it was to what it is now, you've nailed it. There's just a couple of bits in the tune where I just feel like it's like folding in on itself. Do you know what I mean? Like it's as if it's reaching a volume and it can't handle it anymore, and the tune's being pushed down. There's something, making it squeeze inwards. Like the pressure. I don't know if that's coming from like the master bus or like in a group or something that's making it sort of push in on itself. Other than that, I mean, it's quite loud. You was hitting some -5 lufs, which is a great level for this style of Nero funk. It's great. I can imagine it going down really well in a club as well. On a big sound system, it would sound great. Just need to sort of identify why in certain parts of the tune it feels like it's suffering. It doesn't, it's not breathing, if you know what I mean. It breathes when the B line comes out. I like that little breakdown with the drums. I'm feeling that, and then it comes back in again. It's nice. As I say, mate, it's tidy. But bro, absolutely wicked stuff. Really, really feeling that. So thank you for sending that one, mate. As we move, we're going to play this tune. It's by Undertaker. Quite surprised that he's not been in the chat tonight, because he's normally here on a Tuesday when we're playing tunes. I think he just had Monday blues, mate. Do you know what I mean? So as we roll with DJ Undertaker, track titled "Your Lips Like a Drug." So let's check this out, my DJ.
Bruh.
What's just happened? Too much vibes, people. I was trying to get the I was trying to get this air plug-in up and ended up deleting the tune. Another one really mono. I think this air plugin is doing a lot of work.
You're progressing well. Your sword fighting is fine.
As good as your kung fu, you are ready to fight the Shaolin.
Oh my days. I honestly think that's the best tune DJ Undertaker's ever submitted to the show. Really, really nice. The only thing I felt was that this air plugin, 20%, which is quite a lot, it really just opened it up. We've been doing that on a lot of his tunes for the past couple of shows, just, you know, using this air EQ, and it really opens it all up. I mean, it's a shame he's not here, really. It is. It's deck ready. I like that. It's deck ready. Intense Complex. That's fucking wicked, bro. So that brings us to the end. Like, literally, we've flown through 10 tunes, and apologies if we're not played your tune in this show, is because we already hit 10, and those that we're not playing are going to get rolled over to the following show. Keep it nice and easy. 10 tracks every other show, because I think every week is a lot as well. So the next show will be the 23rd, I believe. But guys, honestly, man, guys and girls, flipping whoever's in here, it flew. And I was actually really looking forward to this show as well. I was just like, yeah, man, we ain't done one since Christmas. And the Christmas one is now on YouTube, by the way, peeps. So and it's edited as well, because if you remember, Papa G and Moisin pointed out there was some flutter going on. So check it out. It's pretty sick. I'm going to play this one for those that didn't quite make the beginning of the show. This is on the Compound Audio Discord. I was in Poland for Christmas. And while I was just chilling and stuff, some of you already know this, but I was just chilling, you know, eating as you do, blah, blah, blah. I could hear this Amen just drop in the background just for a couple of bars. And I was like, what the fuck's that? And I said to my brother-in-law, I was like, where's this coming from? Like, where's this like Amen break coming from? He ain't got a fucking clue what an Amen break is. You know what I mean? And it turns out that it was the actual theme music to a news channel in Poland. So I found the news channel, got the track, Shazammed it, found the tune. Unfortunately, it never came out on vinyl, and it's from 1995. Let me play this bad boy tune. I found it online on CD, mate. So I got it, and I've used it as like the intro tune. So check this out, man. Check this out. Absolutely wicked tune. Some 95 business. And that's it. That is their intro. That's the intro to their news channel. I was like, you guys are taking the piss. Do you know what I mean? Right, people, as always, it's been wicked. It's been a really nice show. So I'm going to raid out now into Drum and Basics, and I will catch you on the other side. So, just so you know, I'll probably be online Friday or Saturday. If not, I'm playing on Drum and Bass Mix It Up Mondays. Drum and Basics Mix It Up Mondays on Monday. So I'll catch you there if I'm not on over the weekend. Respects to everybody that sent the tunes. Massive love. Big ups, big ups, big ups, big ups.